So what is the next best thing? I mean, we're in the age where we've got all of this technology, 3D lasers, scanners, the craziest technology. We're getting instant feedback from customers. There's just so much going on at this moment. I mean, if we take a look at any other industry like cars and computers, with handguns, I think we've pretty much gotten there. But you got to take a look back to look into the future. I actually came across this really old book that was done in the 80s, and there's like talking about like musket loaders, bows and arrows, cannons, all sorts. And then this book was written in the 80s, and it came to a final conclusion: firearms of the future. And I'm telling you, this is not it. These things have come and gone, and a lot of these experiments that they're doing these days, where they're integrating silencers into the pistol, or even torches, or even like round counters, just telling you how much ammunition you've got left, lasers, thermal, all sorts. I think keep it simple, stupid. It's 9mm we've been using for over 100 years. There isn't going to be another caliber that's going to ever be as popular as that caliber. Every single manufacturer makes, well, any single handgun manufacturer makes 9mm. Those rounds being shot out there right now, that's 9mm, I'm telling you right now. Most handgun manufacturers would steer away from calibers like 357 SIG, and in some cases, even 45 and 40 S&W. They'll start with 9mm because it's the most readily available caliber out there. You've got the most capacity aside from your smaller calibers, but it's readily available. Even here in South Africa, we've got a wide variety of different hollow points to choose from, different practice rounds and full metal jackets. So I think 9mm is here to stay for the next 100 years. Sure, there will be some specialized firearms and new tech to try and win over some army or military contract or tender or whatever, but I mean, when we take a look at the prime, a lot of manufacturers are going for these slimline, high capacity 9mm, and these days they even include porting or compensators. They'll make it as light as possible, as concealable as possible, and that's basically for what people need it for. The majority of people out there aren't soldiers or anything like that. We just want something to be able to defend ourselves, and firearms like these just do it for us. You know, you've got great grip, great texture. I don't really know the future of handguns in this country, except for, well, in the world, except for maybe some new materials that might be used. Polymer has been great. It's been revolutionary for the last 50 years now. Now, a lot of people think this technology is something new, but I mean, this lockup mechanism, that was done by John Moses Browning. This was done 100 years ago. If we think about the 9mm, 100 years ago, polymer frame pistols, I think that's from the 80s. The rotating barrels, it's also from like the 20s or 30s. So a lot of the stuff that was invented years ago, we have just been improving, and making it just fit into so many different boxes, but also having different models for different applications. So for instance, like a combat pistol with a silencer, it's a simple attachment that you can turn this pistol into something else. If you're thinking about like additional compensators or barrel weights or optics on pistols, it's just something to enhance something that's been out there for so long but have been improved on for so many years by so many different engineers. So I think what pistols will probably look like in the next 10 years will be very similar to what we're seeing today. It will most likely be copied or whatever as soon as the patents expire and made cheaper or more affordable with better or subpar materials, but I think this is it, guys. I mean, torches, holsters, whatever you want. The demand is high enough for these things for there to be a booming industry where we're just focusing on supplying the whole world, well, at least in countries where where they allow it, but to supply people with something that they can defend themselves with. So the only thing that actually matters, aside from the pistol itself, is how we use it. And if we think about what training there was out there in World War II, even in Vietnam, there's been a lot of advances in training, as well as different techniques to improve accuracy, to get shots on target quicker. So I think the future of firearms, it's here, it's now. And whatever improvements are going to be made in the next 10 or 20 years isn't going to make such a big difference. The coolest guns that you can get, the most high-tech stuff that you can get is here right now, available. So grab one, be part of it, go to the shooting range, shoot a bit, improve yourself, give us more feedback, and yeah, the time is now, guys. I'll see you guys on the range.